LOL. What's up? Bonjour, hello. Okay, so first I'd like to say I am really sorry for the crappy image of the muffin at the beginning of this video. It looks a lot crappier than all the other ones, and it's just, okay, my computer's in Toronto, and my computer has a picture on it, and I had to get that picture off the internet, and it came in a lot lower resolution than the other one did. That last pause was to give you the last 10 seconds of your life that I took explaining that. I was giving it back to you. You're welcome. Okay, so what we are talking about today is another movie review because I couldn't think of anything else to do. And I just watched a movie, so, you know, 2 and 2 together, 4. We are talking about the 1974 version of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, you may remember me mentioning this movie, or if, you know, you're one of those remake people, you may have been thinking I was talking about the 2003 version, but whatevs. You may remember me mentioning this in my tree video, you know, where I spelled massacre with one S, so really, I was talking about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Get with it. But up until about like 5 minutes ago, I had actually never seen any of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies, even though I was talking about them anyway. It just made me feel cooler to pretend I'd seen them. First things first, I have heard things about this movie like, it's so good, it's one of the best horror movies ever. All my friends honestly talk like this with like their lips down and that. But seriously, they're like, it's such a great movie. And you know when you hear something so many times like it's such a great movie, that once you get to seeing the movie, you're expecting so many great things that it is just a huge disappointment. Flush that movie down the toilet, you say. That's how I talk in a movie theater. But seriously, anytime anybody says something so many times, like, it happened to me. Like, I was in France in the summer, and I saw the Mona Lisa, and everybody's like, it's so small, you're gonna be, it's so small. Again, everybody talks like that. But seriously, once I got there, I thought it was gonna be like the size of that button in the corner, right there. Yeah, but no. I walked in, and I was like, that thing is f***ing huge. Now, you may be wondering why I'm talking about the Mona Lisa. To be honest, so am I. Okay, back to the movie. Okay, first of all, the whole thing went too fast with honestly nothing going on. At all. Like, for the first 15 minutes, you know, they're driving around. They talk. They're obviously hippies. Some weird hitchhiker guy gets up, you know. That's not weird. Everyone knows if you pick up a hitchhiker, this is what's going to happen. He's going to be weird, and you're going to have to tell him to get out of the car. That's not as fun. Once they finally get to the house, and, you know, Leatherface is there and he kills people, it happens so fast, and then it cuts back to everyone else, and you're like, whoa, did something just happen? I'm sorry, I was, you know, looking at this coaster. Yeah. I had to go back and watch a part 3 times before I realized that a character actually got killed in that scene. And second of all, okay, first, based on a true story, except it's not really. There's nothing really real in this, except for the fact that somebody somewhere died once in the world. The guy this is based on didn't even use that chainsaw. He used a gun, and, you know, that's in every Criminal Minds episode, so I couldn't use that if the, you know, Criminal Minds wasn't around when this movie was made. I'm gonna have to think about this one. We'll come back to this point sometime in the extreme distant future. And I also looked it up, and it turns out the guy who played Leatherface in this movie, he spent time with mentally challenged people. I don't know what you... my hands move on their own. The guy who played Leatherface spent time with mentally challenged people to get an idea of their mannerisms so he could play the character better. The new guy, I'm assuming, didn't spend time with mentally challenged people. His character was scary. The guy who did spend time with mentally challenged people, all he got out of it was running around, flailing his arms, and going, "Aah!" I don't know about you, but isn't that a little offensive? Okay, this is what I got from hanging around with mentally challenged people. They like to run around and scream their head off. Oh, that's genius, let's use it. Yeah. Horror movie filmmakers have no respect for anybody. Come to think of it, most filmmakers don't have any respect for anybody. Come to think of it, I don't have any respect for anybody. Oh, well, that was a little disappointing. I watched the trailer too, and it says, once you stop screaming, you'll start talking about it. And when I was watching it, I was like, well, I don't see why I need to be talking about this movie. And now, while I'm saying that, I'm realizing the first thing I did when I finished the movie was turn on the webcam and start talking to you about the movie. So I guess the trailer's right, but I just, you thought it meant because it's going to be so great that you're going to have to start talking about it. But no, it was so stupid that I had to start talking about it. So, yeah. That's really all I have to say on the movie. I mean, I know that wasn't really a video worth watching, but if you stayed all the way to the end, you are my new best friend. Thank you so much. So, don't forget to subscribe to the Muffins Who Slay. There's a button on the screen that says subscribe. You can click it, and you can subscribe. You can also click the button in that corner, I believe, the one I'm pointing to. Yeah. And yeah, you can click that and it'll go to our channel. You can also visit us at www.themuffinswhoslay.blogspot.com. That is our blog, and the link is in the description below. You can also visit us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/themuffinswhoslay, or if you just go on Facebook and type in the Muffins Who Slay in the search bar, it'll come up. They love me!